I like it and you should like it too. How should I live? When faced with a difficult problem, what criteria should be used to make decisions? Am I living right now? When this thought comes to you, or when you have to make a judgment or decision, think of the following words. Is it good for me and is it good for you? From the human point of view, everything in which the first cause has been divided and changed appears to be a different being. But all of them are changes in the first cause, and are closely related to each other. They continue to divide, mix, unite, and constantly change. And all of these things eventually become one as a whole. If you look at the structure of the universe, where everything is one, I am good and you, who is another form of me, must be good. This is the nature of the first cause, and this is also the nature of man, who is one with all. Can I be happy and joyful alone, leaving you, my other self, in the abyss of sadness, pain, and despair? Every time I suddenly think of you, suffering in the distant future, the regret in my heart deepens and will make me suffer for the rest of my life. Hoping that I am good and you are not good is like slapping my cheek with my hand and hitting my foot with a brick and hoping that I will not feel any pain. If the right hand attacks the left hand and injures it, who gets hurt and who suffers? If the right hand heals the left, who is healed and who is happy? It is the logic of the world that the harder I make the other person, the harder I am, and the more I make the other person happy, the happier I am. It's because the person who makes me suffer and makes me happy is none other than me. Let's take another example. Let's say you have a knife with a sharpened blade. It can be useful for various purposes in everyday life. Or it can be used as an undesirable tool such as killing. However, the results of all those actions will accurately affect me. This is because both the subject, who uses the knife, and the object cut off by the knife are all me. Will you benefit me with the sword? Or will you cut yourself with a knife? It's all my choice. This is because all actions using a knife ultimately affect me. In this way, if you think about your relationship with everything, including people, animals, plants, and objects, it is your relationship with yourself. Since everything and I are one, I am greedy for myself. And I am angry with myself, and I am foolish with myself. In the end, whatever you do, you have to do it in a way that is good for me and good for you as well. If you get along really well with everything, you get along well with yourself too. Human nature resembles the first cause and is not inhumane. However, sometimes we forget our true nature, and live with the mindset that we just need to be good. As a result, they do not live happily or happily, but live in regret and pain. People know how to love even if they don't learn to love. Loving heart is a feeling that comes naturally because everything and I are one. If you treat your partner as you are, the feeling of love comes out naturally. The first cause, which exists before instinct, constantly reminds me that everything and I are one. Humans instinctively know that a truly happy life is living well together. All people, animals, plants, objects, and all other members of nature are happiest when they live for each other, because they do not protrude as separate beings. Therefore, I am good and you must also think, speak, and act well. Then everyone will be able to do their part well in an ideal state, and everyone will be happy and enjoyable. Therefore, if a problem is not solved right now, or if you are wondering what to do, think of the following sentence first and put it into practice. Then regrets and pains, big and small, will decrease and happiness and joy will increase, becoming a ray of light that illuminates a dark life. Is it good for me and is it good for you? Thank you very much for watching this video.